Grant Atkins, referee of this one. I'll give the Tigers some hope. Justin Olam out in the centres is 8 from 8 in his career.
Yeah.
Against Brisbane, of course, all at Melbourne, but has never lost. 8 from 8. Happy Kurosawa, key figure, standing by for the start. Some of the staging they had on ground before kickoff is still a little too close to the playing surface for Grant Atkins to safely say, let's get this underway. So just a temporary hold-up. Here we go, Saturday night on Fox League off the boot of Reece Walsh. Nice and deep. The Tigers ready to rock and roll with David Clemmer.
Great carry from Clemmer, right off the back fence.
And up and over the 20-metre line they go on play number 2. The Tigers pretty much full strength. We get to see Solomon Alomalo on debut tonight. And an early shift, that's confidence boosting for them. Naden tackled 10 metres short of halfway. Madden was across there, but that's enterprising from the Tigers so early. And now with Papali'i just short of halfway. Tigers chant will go up early. Bateman puts it back inside. Utukamanu, early offload. Kurosawa. And then Bateman. So a shift right and an offload in the opening set. Encouraging for the Tigers. First kick of the night from Caesar. A little shallow, the Broncos back 3. Mariner to bring it back. Skipping across the ground. And the Broncos have possession 15 metres away from their own line.
Yeah, really nice positive start there. Confident start as we see Naden out of the line now. Heavy contact. But an early shift out to their right-hand side. Naden getting one-on-one out there with Jesse Arthurs as Walsh now starting to scheme out a dummy half. Positive start and good signs from the Tigers early.
Yes, not so positive Broncos. Walsh wanted to pass. There was no one really ready for the carry. Corey Jensen on the run. Well, Lara on the sideline, I would say surrounded by hope. The Tigers fans trying to end a drought here at Campbelltown, Lara.
It's absolutely rocking this sellout at ground level, Bossy. And it is a really positive response when you speak to the Tigers faithful here along the fence line about the way they've started 2024. They might not have all the wins to show for it just yet, as we see it. Pass it back to you.
They've bested up between Buller and Staines. They've got it all wrong. Brisbane with Carrigan close to the line. That is only tackle number 1. What a blunder at the back. It wasn't a knock on at the first instance, but they just didn't clean it up. Now Reynolds, the Haas, how fit does he look?
Looks brilliant, Haas, doesn't he?
It's a giant. He's come back bigger in his 3rd match for the year. Reynolds, here they go. Walsh, try Mariner. He spilt it. The hole in the shopping bag. Don't you hate that when you're walking out of Woolies or Coles?
It was beautiful, the impact of Reynolds. He put up the towering bomb. We saw him torture Drinkwater a couple of weeks ago. Well, his first one tonight was wobbling everywhere for Buller. And at the back end of the set, Walsh combining with Reynolds down this right-hand side. That was beautiful. And a chance goes begging for Mariner.
Solomon Alomalo. I don't know whether he's religious, but there must have been some divine intervention for that ball just to suddenly drop out. He's thinking, they're going to score on me here. And then the ball just was spilt by Mariner, who's proven himself an outstanding finisher. There was Alomalo on that carry. Now Bateman and Caesar and Galvin, just 18 years of age in his 5th game tonight. And there he is, busting tackles. What a promising young player this man is. Kurosawa now. Good run.
Yeah, need plenty of this tonight. Great run, Kurosawa.
Quick play the ball, Buller. Bateman turn and pass for Caesar to bomb on the last. And Walsh with it uncontested.
Yeah, that's the difference, isn't it? I mean, Adam Reynolds with his first kick opts to hit the ball a little flatter to give it that floating, unconventional wobble, which was difficult for Buller to catch that time. Caesar with plenty of time, just through the conventional end-over-end bomb up. Walsh eats those up. Really didn't trouble him, and now Brisbane already on the 2nd tackle up to the 40-metre line.
It is a slow play the ball coming. Walters, centre field for Carrigan. Big numbers every week. And with possession here, 10 offloads in his season stats as well as a penalty, the leg pull.
It's a leg lift, dangerous.
They're just not getting the message to players. It's such a soft penalty to concede when you know what the referee is looking out for.
Yeah, that'll frustrate Benji Marshall. That one, just a simple leg lift as you mentioned. Brisbane now with a full set to attack. He's right, you're right, Carrigan's been enormous without Payne Haas in the side. He's been so good to start the year.
So Staggs onto Madden and Reynolds. The Broncos straight away bring it to centre field to set up later plays. Jensen, the man held there by Clemmer. Walters to Carrigan. Oh, tackle by Coruscant. Got underneath him, tipped him a little, no damage done. Reynolds with the ball. Show goes outside, trying to squeeze through there. Is Piakura injured at training before round 4. Here's Haas and Madden. They come right again. Mariner this time. There's no holes in the bag as he scored in the corner. It's as close as you get. He's almost ended up in the Mr. Whippy van as he dived over to score. They've awarded it to Mariner, and his first attempt was dodgy. His second attempt might be magic.
This was brilliant. Just look at the acceleration. Watch the work, though, from Justin Olin. Just competing right to the death, comes flying across. Does he get him into touch on the Harvey Norman replay? Ooh. Looks like Mariner may have got it down just inside the corner post.
Harvey Norman replay, you watch it at home, real close. Because it is going to be real close, Michael.
Launches from about 4 metres out. Keeps the left foot in. Well, he's...
Oh! Now, yes, now hang on a sec. Did the point of the ball very close to the corner post?
Try confirm.
Try confirm.
Work that out, Fossey. He had one from 2 metres out before where Reece Walsh put it on a platter for him. He had to fall over. That time from about 6 or 7 metres out, he has to lock it in one hand, get absolutely vertical, and put it down just centimetres inside the corner post.
He can't stop scoring tries. Dean Mariner, now 11 in his 12th game and he's 6th for the year. Reynolds back as goal kicker. One of the best in the league. Broncos for 6-0. Reynolds hangs it out to the right. 7 gone, Lara. 4-0 Brisbane.
Yeah, Mariner might have bombed one early, but doesn't get it wrong this time, and it was a much harder put down, that is for sure. He's returning from this back injury and came straight back into the team this week for his try-scoring prowess with speed to burn. But Kevin Walter said this week, yes, loves all the tries, loves the speed, but it's about his defence, his quality in defence that brings him straight back into the lineup.
So it's a great shot, isn't it?
But did the point of the ball actually hit the post?
Yeah, the more you watch that replay, Brisbane clearly putting the blowtorch under this new left edge of the Tigers early. Yeah, really nice start there from Brisbane. Early points out to Mariner, who's looked terrific in open space. Reynolds had some beautiful touches now as Brisbane just working it out. Here comes Oates over the 20-metre line with a powerful carry.
Tigers definitely have to hang in there early. And Haas on the run over the 30-metre line. Now Walsh. Trademark jink. Back up towards halfway. Clemmer in the tackle with Utoi Kamanu. Walters to Reynolds on the last tackle. Atkins was checking though downtown. Buller with it. It's better.
It's really nice what Reynolds is doing here. Just sitting the ball a little flatter on the last play and just launching, kicking the belly of the ball, floating it around, making it difficult for Buller to get any momentum into his catch.
Buller with it. It's interesting with Alamilo out on the left wing. I'm sure he's going to come in for some attention, but yes, league rookie, but not rookie at all in terms of age. 28 years, 49 games of Super Rugby, so he's been on a big stage before. On the edge. He was almost through there. Right arm almost through. Last tackle. Olam to Galvin to bomb from 40 metres out. End over end. Walsh. He put the legs apart as he jumped into the air.
You saw a really nice short side play there from Lockie Galvin, who found a rampaging Samuel Afainu, who I thought last week was one of the Tigers' best out in Bathurst. Reynolds still yet to get back on side. He is clutching either at a groin or a wrist injury, trying to work that out at the moment, but it was a powerful carry from Fainu, and the little halfback in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, he's, well, the trainer's given the thumbs up at this stage, but Reynolds, the stewards are watching him closely in the mounting now. Right knee strapped. That didn't appear to be the issue. Big run, Carrigan. Right over the top, and Naden absolutely left behind there. Now there's your fitness test. Kick downfield. Big strike. Alamalo back to his own goal line.
And good contact for Brisbane. He's kicking them off the park at the moment, the little general Adam Reynolds. And you're right, a really good fitness test there on the last. He might have just caught one in the Jatson that previous set, but he's back on his feet and looks healthy, the little halfback. He's had a great start to the game.
Lovely commentary, Michael Ennis. Staines on that run. Now Coruscant. Bateman on for Olam. Half through the first tackle. Sixth game as a Tiger for Justin Olam. Coruscant thought he had them offside.
Yeah, clever.
And he did.
Yeah, one of the elite dummy halves of the game. Appy Coruscant always can catch markers out of position. And with a little bit of ruck speed, didn't hesitate, did he? You can see there, Staggs slow to get off. And he just gets out straight attacking at the markers. Finds Staggs there after shrugging off Ricky. And he gets his side some great territory here.
Utoikamanu on report there. Just in the run of play. Tigers will have just about their best chance here of the game so far. 10.5 in. Set to start 32 metres away from the Broncos line. With Olam and Galvin and Setterfield for Clemmer. Need the best game of Clemmer. Utoikamanu tonight. Modest metre carries last week against top quality company. There's Utoikamanu. Held by Payne Haas. Coruscant, left side. Caesar, right to the line. Galvin does the same. Buller to Olam. He'll take them on. That's a good tackle by Staggs. Needed Walsh to come over the top to finish. To Setterfield quickly. 2 passes, Galvin and Bateman. Bateman offload. Fainu puts a bit of a goose in. 11 metres from the line. Tigers fans get a little edgy. Galvin to Bateman to turn and pass to Caesar. Goes long. Naden will take on Arthurs. Arthurs does the tackle, one-on-one. Staines with it. Last tackle, Tigers. Caesar to kick. Right across the face of goal. Here they come. Ball up off Galvin. Yes, knock on Tigers. It was in the field of play, so they get to come back to the 10.
You just mentioned during that set, Andrew, the battle tonight between Stefano Utoikamanu and Payne Haas. Well, Utoikamanu, a taste of representative football. Tonight he goes up against 2 of the best. Carrigan has been in elite form, one of the best forwards in the competition. And up against Payne Haas. What a chance tonight to make a real statement for Michael Maguire.
So ball across with Arthurs. Yes, last week I mentioned Modest. 9 runs, 78 metres against Penrith. They need far more than that. Jensen on that carry. He's become very much a hard worker for Brisbane, Corey Jensen. Reynolds, here goes Walsh. Oh, Mariner, what a Forrest Gump, I'll quote him. It's a box of chocolates tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Walsh should be happy with this. Have a look at the replay at full speed. I think it sits over the shoulder here of Mariner. Just lifted his pass late. Although Mariner didn't look to be too focused on the footy at that stage. Caught him a little unaware, just the power of the pass from Walsh. A chance again down this right-hand side. Reynolds and Walsh have looked terrific, but it's a number of chances they've missed now early.
Well, if we're on any sort of sequence, look out for Mariner's next touch.
Certain the score.
That's right, it could be anything. Clemmer with it. He'll probably run 80 metres on the next carry. Tigers in good position here, 35 out. 14 gone or just under. A little bobble there, more than one from Bateman. So set themselves up here. Coruscant to Galvin. Look at the confidence of this young player. Fainu then on. Alamalo. 10 away. Some rookies there. Fainu now. Galvin. Into Clemmer. To Caesar. Right across. Buller. Ball. Staines. Speed. Caught. Tackled by Arthurs. Staines without a try this year. You thought this is the moment. And Arthur's like a pair of scissors.
The growth in this man, Jesse Arthurs, has been stunning over the last 12 months. He has really become elite. The speed there of Staines on the outside, he looked certain to score. He had plenty of room on the outside to accelerate. And Arthurs just mowed him down beautifully, put him across the eastern touchline. That was a great play from Jesse Arthurs coming in tonight into that centre position for Selwyn Cobbo.
I was encouraged by the previous rate on the left side from the Tigers. Quick add up of the number of first grade games. 14 games between Galvin to Fainu to Alamalu, and they look pretty good.
The thing about Galvin, he does not look overwrought. Last week against the Premiers, tonight against last year's grand finalists, he's going after the game. He's looked in great touch early, Galvin.
There's Carrigan hitting the ball up over the 30-metre line. So again, what we spoke about pre-match. Tigers going okay, but unable to convert it to points. Ball with Jordan Ricky, who has scored in all 3 career games against the Tigers, one to keep in mind. Last tackle, Reynolds on the run. This is high. This is awesome. And Staines catches great.
Step.
Buller, step twice. Now Alamalu gets his chance up through the middle. Game comes alive with a little bit of counter-attack from the Tigers. Now for Charlie Staines. It's been slim pickings for Charlie in terms of tries since he joined the Tigers. Clever on that run. Ooh, thrown down by Payne Haas. 40 away from the line. Coruscant, Utoi Kamanu, Caesar, short. Fainu looks a constant threat here.
He does. Looks great.
It's almost like an Olakuatu from Manly, but on the left side of the Tigers. This time, Caesar, Buller, end of the line. Naden has staged it, support. Ball goes loose. Tigers get the ball back. It is the last tackle. Bomb coming from Caesar, you would feel. No, not the bomb. In fact, he should have done the bomb. He bombed out with a kick. That could be sin, but oh no. This could be 10 in the bed. It will be. Fainu had no idea. He'd lost his moment there that he didn't realise. Because he saw him running back, he thought I had to tackle him.
Well, it was a poor kick.
They can't take a quick tap because of that.
It was a poor kick from Aiden Caesar. To his credit, he saw Reece Walsh caught at marker. What he didn't see was the brilliant work of Corey Oates, tuck himself in behind instantly. There he is, Oates. And then you're right, Fainu had no idea. He just making a conventional tackle, thought he did a great job.
Yeah, that's right.
Said, how good's that, fellas? I've stopped Corey Oates here.
Jake Trbojevic style tackle, and he's now in the bin for 10. He just, he was lost in the moment there, not thinking Oates was coming back for the 20-metre restart. Referee's consistent on that every time, but that's a first to see such a good tackle. And now, Tigers with 12 through until 13 short of half time. This is a tough period then. If the Broncos get a lot of possession, they're on halfway. Walters to Reynolds for Haas. And Haas, his 4th hit up of the night. Walters, Reynolds, dummy. There was Pitt Cooter dashing through the hole. 4 tackles up for Brisbane here. Haas with a second carry in the set.
The pass marginal there from Walters out of dummy half.
Last play, Reynolds is on the left. He's with it. He kicks for Walsh. He's sprinting through. Buller's going back. Don't worry about those two. Jock Madden has stuck through to steal the headlines. Don't worry about kick for Walsh to score. The kick is for Madden to get a 4-pointer.
Yeah, a couple of really nice touches from Adam Reynolds again in that set. Boys had a great start. And this time, you're right, all the focus was on Walsh, who was pressing hard back on the inside. They lost track of where Jock Madden was coming from. And he just comes through from that right-hand side. The bounce of the ball was perfect for him. Just took a cut to that right-hand side, right into the lap. Reynolds shapes the ball. And it's a brilliant moment from Jock Reynolds, who is proving extremely handy for the Brisbane Broncos. Whether Reynolds has been out, now it says for a man. He comes in and does such a great job, and that's an important try.
His first as a Bronco, Jock Madden. His previous try in first grade was for the Tigers a couple of seasons ago. Jock Madden. Gee, hang on tight now, Tigers. Why, you've only got 12 men. If you know, Brisbane looking like they're in a mood.
Yeah.
Walsh loves to sweep in. He'll be coming down the side that Whānau is missing. Reynolds has come back on point, and Brisbane, through 19 minutes, lead 10 points to 0.
No Ezra Mam, no worries. Great chemistry between Adam Reynolds on return from his injury, combining there with Jock Madden, who we know is playing a role, filling in when needed. He swapped sides this week without Ezra Mam there, and he's loving learning all that he can from their regular halfback, Adam Reynolds.
Gee, the kicking game's been significantly different, hasn't it, Andrew? It really has. Reynolds has been pinpoint perfect. He has, with everything that he's done, and that kick from Caesar has proved extremely costly. 10 in the bin, plus on the back of it a try now.
It's ended up in a horrendous blunder, really. Nothing doing. There was going to be 7 tackles set, but then to lose a man as well, and now converted to 6 points. Oates on the catch. If ever a side needed an error from a team, it's the Tigers now needing it from Brisbane. Possession flow is king here.
Yeah, love this. Opening up that left-hand side to come back now to their right where Whānau has been defending.
Take another one on the left. And pumping run. Isn't Arthur's in form? And he just held there on the front foot, Brisbane. Quickly into the Tigers' half. Play on the call. Piakura. That's only the 4th. They're 25 from the Tigers' line. Carrigan. Reynolds kicks. Here comes Staggs. Mariner knocked it forward. Touchy's flag was already up. I think he touched it with his feet over the sideline. Tigers exhale.
Yeah, that's a couple of times now that they've done their homework. Justin Olam loves to jam outside in and leaving plenty of space in behind that defensive line, and Reynolds opting to kick that time. Mariner just a little too deep, not expecting it. There's Coruscant again. Well, he's been good, Coruscant, when he's had his moments. Here he goes again.
That gets them away from their danger zone. A couple of really good carries from Coruscant. Marlaw has been busy, half a dozen runs. There's Coruscant in the replay box. Tigers 40 metres away from the Brisbane line. Play for. Now Coruscant. Bateman. And Caesar, then Galvin, little jink. Naden back infield. Offload for Caesar. Tries a kick, sending Buller through. The 2 fullbacks. Walsh will get away from Buller. Just. Oh, what a pass. Don't worry about anything. It's his first grade football. Then back for Mariner. Walsh thought, I'll just keep it alive, but it's one of the highlights. Buller v Walsh tonight, and they met head on there. 21-year-old Reece Walsh against 22-year-old Jareem Buller.
He's been outstanding again, Carrigan. Numbers are starting to go through the roof in this opening half.
Walters, dummy and run, just caught by Clemmer. Reynolds, I think, appealed that the markers weren't square. Here's Reynolds, switch back right. Ricky running it on him. Ricky bowling on him, out of the way. There's the error the Tigers needed. They'll challenge here, Brisbane.
Yeah.
Reynolds, he's the captain.
Are you going to challenge it? Okay.
And he's come straight into the face of Brett Atkins with respect to lodge the challenge.
Oh, we'll get to that, mate.
Just to
Previous
make sure.
tackle was tackle 4. Previous is 4. Challenge by the Broncos for the decision of a knock-on. I'll get to it, mate. If they do, they'll get it. I'll get it.
The size of Ricky down at ground level, you don't realise just how big he is. And creating a little mismatch down that short side. Reynolds just giving the big back rower an opportunity. There's the
Tigers are just making a genuine tackle. Jordan
100%.
Ricky drops the ball, which is a knock-on. Challenge is unsuccessful.
Okay, Broncos, no more challenges.
And then
Scrum.
doesn't matter what about after that.
Time on. Scrum clock starts.
In the bunker, Peter Goff.
Back stay with the touches, please.
And the Tigers happy to soak up as much time as possible. Even though there's time off, they just need to catch their breath. Think about how they're going to attack the next 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go down to 12.
Both coaches going to their bench. The two starting front rowers off. Clemeru, Toikamanu coming back to the bench, and Jensen off now for the Brisbane Broncos with Hetherington out there.
It's Twal and Filipole on field for the Tigers. Willison, the big figure of Willison, stalking the touchline as the Tigers get a penalty.
All way too early before I even got a go call out.
Crowd wishing and hoping that somehow they can get something on the board soon. They'll have a set starting inside Brisbane territory.
This are the moments you were talking about as we led into the game, Andrew, where they've had a couple of opportunities now down inside Brisbane's half. They've really got to find some points. Got to turn this field position into some points and really start to elevate their confidence.
Actually had more tackles inside the Broncos half. They've had more tackles inside the 20 than their opponents have had at the other end. Yet 10-0 scoreline, they get a penalty here.
It's foul play, no quick tap. No,
Billy
it's foul play. You can't take
Bit of rubbish, was it?
They're rubbish in the face, is that what you say?
Never gets old.
Billy might put him on detention. Might ground him, might take his allowance away for the week. Walters pinged. So Tigers reload. Rollo will take his first carry. Back off the bench tonight. The West Tigers 10 metres away from the Brisbane line. Coruscant to Caesar. Switch of play. Pull a dummy. Doesn't get through the tackle. Ricky had hold of him. And Haas well and truly finishes him off over the top. Coruscant. We'll watch the sleight of hand of Appy. Can he pull out one of those no-lookers here? Appy Coruscant. He goes out the back. Bateman double pump. Missed Papali'i on the way through. Tigers still 5 away. Coruscant comes back, little crash play. Alex Twal goes close. Almost doubled his career try tally there. Coruscant, that would have been a moment. Still on for the West Tigers. They're playing pretty much a field 5 metres either side of the posts here. Coruscant, then Caesar, then Papali'i, turn and pass. Caesar with it. Got through the first tackle of Piakura. Now can they spread the ball away from the post, the Tigers? Coruscant, dummy, Burrow, Mo, I think he got it or not, I don't know. They award it. I didn't know Appy's arms were so long. Tigers on the board.
Yeah, gee, they needed points and they've gone to their marquee man. He has been head and shoulders above any other Tigers player to start this game. Anything good has come when Coruscant's had the ball in hand. Little bit of deception, little bit of tempo, gets underneath the tackle attempt there from Walsh and slams the ball down. The little burrowing run, yes he did. Slams the ball down in the right hand, right on the line. And Appy Coruscant gets the Tigers their first try and gets them back in the game here in Campbelltown.
Big stretch.
Yeah.
Big stretch. He got hurt the shoulder doing that, and he flinched a little, I reckon. Appy Coruscant. Vital points scored while down to 12. But hang on a second.
Okay, tries under review for grounding.
For grounding. Oh, don't. Are we looking for the S word here? Separation. Does it come away from the hand at all? Oh, no. Well, you're going to have to pull out the microscope. If a fingertip
At this
is
point,
still
the
on
ball has come away from the hand,
it. So that's it then.
which then catches back up and he doesn't regain possession. This is a knock-on.
Unbelievable.
We have a decision.
Well, Indian guy, I think it might be short, mate, where he actually loses it.
That's crazy.
Well,
just watch it in full speed, and he's got control.
Are we sure he didn't have a fingertip on the ball? Does it completely come away? Is there space? And just so you know the science,
reason to take it off.
A slow-mo replay, you're talking 25 frames in 1 second.
Yeah,
so for 1/25th of a second, we're saying the ball came away. Are we sure that it's completely away from the hand? I can't see.
Even if it does start to move in his hand, he still presses the football down on the line. At no point does it bobble on the ground. It's crazy.
Don't know what to feel about that.
Yeah, they're the little things that are just not falling for the Tigers at the moment. Last week it was an ankle tap that they didn't get on from Brad Schneider, where he should have been sin bin. There's another call that's gone against them tonight.
10-0 scoreline. Tigers about to get 13 on 13. Stays with the ground manager, Fainu, before he comes back on. Ball came loose, but penalty goes the way of Brisbane. Tigers fans feeling horribly wrong at the moment. Things not running their way. Bolle pointed at, what, me? Penalty Brisbane.
Well, we saw them last time off the kick of Sousa, go the length of the field with the 7 tackles and score the try with Madden. This could be heartbreaking if Brisbane can manage more points here.
In Reynolds' head, would he know how many seconds? Would he know how many tackles they have here? 13 on 12. Ooh, Reynolds is getting up slow. The suggestions of a pull or something awkward in the tackle. He's hobbling Adam. The ball with Hetherington. Oh, now the trainer's back with Reynolds again. It'll be thumbs up, I think. Yes, it is. Thumbs go up. Walters. Ricky. Fainu sprinting from the bench now. He'll join them. It's 13 on 13 right now. Carrigan. Madden. Walsh. Oh, yeah! Harbour Bridge pass like I've never seen before. Up it went. They've got to knock on. I'll call that pass an ER. It was up and over the top.
Yeah. Beautiful ball from dummy half. It was from Walters. Got Carrigan right on the front foot. Madden deep into the line. They had Staines caught infield, so too Nathan. There was space there. I just think he just needs a little more patience, Walsh. When it's not on, it's not on. He just needs to hold the footy there and sometimes copies medicine. As much as he can see the space, sometimes he just needs to hold the footy there, maintain possession. Because when they've been able to hold possession down on Brisbane, on the Tigers' line, they've found points.
10-0 scoreline. And we've got a 50-50 share of possession so far. One area Tigers leading on the stats, 6 offloads to 1. Can they turn something from that part of their play? Coruscant, well, the slow play the ball. Brisbane a ping. Bit happening out there at the moment. Penalty count climbing. And a few set restarts. We had one player in the bin. The crowd not absolutely brought back into it unless the Tigers post points. That's the objective sometime in the next 12. So Olam on the restart. First of 2 games here on Fox League tonight. We're off to Townsville after this one. Cowboys and Panthers.
Xavier, give him space. Hold. Wait, square. Hold.
Here is Coruscant switching back with Galvin and Fainu. Ooh, he skidded to a halt there in front of Staggs. That made the job a little easier. I think he's on that left edge to stay, what we're seeing from Fainu tonight. Bateman, twirl with it. Back over towards Fainu. 27 metres from the Brisbane line. Halfway through the set. Bateman and Caesar doesn't find Galvin. Has to clean up the scraps. Lockie Galvin on the run. Now straightens up and engages with 3 of the Broncos forwards there. 2 left in the set. Coruscant will take 1 hit up here. Bolle up to the 20. Could be an attacking kick to the side of Charlie Staines here. Last tackle, they're going to go short side. Galvin doesn't deck, it looked hard off the boot. Oh, it runs away. 7 tackle set again. Tigers get the last kick play wrong.
Yeah, he's always at you, Lockie Galvin. Down a narrow short side that time, just too heavy off the boot as Corey Oates told to go back. You can see there, just kicked on, didn't it? That second dribble. As Mariner hit hard here. Gee, Fanua Bolle, yeah, putting together a good, consistent start to the season, isn't he? Off the bench tonight, but he's had some real impact since coming into the game.
We saw that way back in their first effort of the year, round 2 against Canberra. He sort of got it going for the Tigers there. Hetherington on that run. So Brisbane working away from their own 30 now. Carrigan. try would hurt the Tigers big time if Brisbane can get through here. Walters now, scorer of a good try last week against the Raiders. Poked his nose through. And Piakura. Working hard for every centimetre there in the Naden tackle. Walters up for Reynolds. Dummy to Willison. Reynolds dummy again. Finally, the defenders. Last play, Brisbane. Main kicker out of action. Walsh steps up. Walsh steps and then kicks up. Another towering bomb. Buller went early. Still came down with the ball.
Great take. Yeah, plenty of Brisbane defenders around the ball there, and it was hit high from Reece Walsh. You can see there, this is the new ploy where it's not quite the disruptor. No, it's the annoyance.
I was going to say Buller was the reverse disruptor there because he jumped early and actually caught it once he landed. So Brisbane stood back. Staines on the carry.
It doesn't take sides long to work out, what they can get away with. And Brisbane there just piling plenty of numbers around the ball just to get in the eyesight of Buller, as we see a strong carry here from Papali'i down that right-hand side.
Tackles up into the Brisbane half again. Caesar going to get a result from the kick. It's out Mariner's way. Oh, they will get a result! And then, well, Tigers are saying penalty for offside, but if it touched a Tiger on the way through to Stags, that eliminates the offside nature of it. But Dean Mariner's night.
Yeah, he's had a mixed night, hasn't he? Scored an absolute cracker of a try, but he's dropped a couple along the way as well. That's his third one now that he's put down. Just took his eyes off the ball. Great work there from the chase from the West Tigers left edge. Olam was roaring down too.
Well, this is the chance.
It is. Yep.
8 minutes from half time. Scrum, 11 metres out. Always say when you see this, you get flashbacks to 05. The Tim Machines coach Tigers from a scrum in this situation. Can they produce something? Galvin has a run off the right foot. Happy's had one disallowed. Set restart Tigers. Coruscant, Wale with it. Adjacent to the post here. Carrigan hangs on. Could be pinged there. He will be. Yes, he will.
It's actually a penalty because it comes loose and hits you.
Well, there you go. Happy say Ahmet Simbi. No thought of penalty goal. Let's not get anything on the board. Let's go for 6. Bateman with it. Willison, Hetherington, the defenders. Coruscant now. Dummy goes right. Caesar. There's Buller. Here comes Naden. Can't pass to Staines. They tackled Staines. Well, they did get to Staines, and they tackled everyone there, Brisbane. Tigers burn a tackle there. You hear the call of surrender from referee Atkins. That slows it right down. Staines to Caesar. Then on for Bateman. Coruscant. Tigers not precise on that move right to left. Bateman to Caesar. Goes inside with 12. 5 tackles up the Tigers. Hasn't really been their best set. Coruscant. Caesar bombed in a corner. Here comes Staines. Brisbane lose it to the in goal.
Tackled in the goal.
Line drop out.
That's a couple of results now from Aiden Caesar off his kicking game. Mariner dropping one that time. Oates putting it down on the far side. Walsh did well to get to the ball, just to clean up the mess. Unable to bring it down. Oates and plenty of possession. I mean, possession has been climbing and climbing for the Tigers. They just simply they can't capitalise. Their attack has just been really predictable.
17 tackles inside the Broncos 20 now.
Great kick here. Look at this.
Monster kick from Walsh. And then Fanua Bole, well, he's ended up with the ball. And it makes it back just beyond the halfway line. Big result, Brisbane there. Coruscant and Alabama comes in for a ramrod straight carry. Coruscant, scoop up, Bateman. He does the same. Get off late, Bateman. Willison looking to rip the ball away. And then Willison hops on for a ride. Put 20 cents in the slot, and away he goes. You work out where the coin goes. Tigers with the ball. They're 35 or 25 away from the line now. Coruscant to Caesar. Again to the line. The Tigers. Papali'i doesn't offload.
Caesar hit hard there by Perkura.
Last tackle, Tigers. Coruscant, Dink, ricochet, Brisbane, too good.
Gee, what a pickup that was. Caesar adventuring down that right-hand side, getting deep into the line, dancing in the valley of death, and it was Perkura that whacked him hard. And then Coruscant out of dummy up. Look at this from Waffle. That is brilliant. Boy, that is absolutely brilliant.
Boot to hand. Brisbane possession, 4.5 minutes to half-time, a 10-0 scoreline. Feels like Brisbane haven't been down the other end for 20 minutes. Reynolds, Carrigan will take yet another carry. He's 9th of the night. He's headed up towards 100 metres. Broncos, for the record, have had only 4 tackles inside the Tigers' 20 tonight. Walsh kicks from inside the 30. It's a huge strike. Fielded 15 out by Staines. Mackie will come. Broncos chasers all there. A really good recovery set from Brisbane.
Yeah, done a great job to defend their line for a long period there. Kevin Walters will be wrapped with that. And then getting through their set, long kick there from Reece Walsh as Galvin fights for every inch here at the play the ball. Brisbane, tremendous though, defending their goal line.
12 on that carry. Coruscant looked up. Bateman, Caesar. They get moving. Papali'i just can't get his offloading game happening. Quick play the ball. Coruscant passing. Caesar. Oh, shot over the top. Perkura has cleaned up Jareen Buller. Straight back to his feet. Kick over the top. Walsh is ready. Walsh is with the ball. And Brisbane hang on again.
Gee, fast play the ball. Coruscant out, looking to play the inside to outplay. Look at this, he just rocks off the inside foot, Perkura, and absolutely buries him. Jareen Buller flattened in the centre of the field by Perkura. What a shot.
Broncos back in possession, down their end. You know, there's been some flashy play, but the impressive thing is the hard work, the rolling up of the sleeves from Brisbane tonight. Now Hetherington, it's not quite relentless in terms of possession, but it's been a big flow of it. Now the kick off a charge down, and oh, it's come luck to fortune there. Madden ended up with it. He was on his way. Ricky is on his way.
Oh,
and then offside, Fido. No, they said he'd run 10.
Like to see that again.
Yeah, I'd like to buy carpet off him if that's 10. Now Willison, he's inside the 20. The Broncos, 15 from the Tigers line. Switch to the left. Walsh with the ball, and up they come to stop it. Staines. He's ended up with a football. And first knock on Brisbane. I'll say it again, there's a fair bit happening here.
Yeah, Reynolds' kick was charged down and they came down with it through Madden. There's Finder. Well, gee whiz, he's might have got away with one there. And then Walsh, again, just pressing down that left-hand side with blistering speed. And they do a great job, the right edge of the West Tigers, just to do enough to shut it down, get up in the face. There's Staines just coming in there on Jesse Arthurs and forces the error. They just can't find that next blow, Brisbane.
But interesting, if he ruled he hadn't run 10, would Finder have ended up in the bin? That's right. For a second time in the half. So Tigers with the ball. There's just over a minute remaining. Halftime show coming up. We'll look ahead to the Cowboys and the Panthers. Big one tonight on Fox League as Galvin, Fainu with it. A 10-0 scoreline. Tigers just the one try last week against Penrith. Points have dried up for them. Broncos, on the other hand, have made a habit of scoring 20+. That might be hard to chase down tonight if they repeat the dose. Bateman up over halfway. Last tackle, Tigers. Maybe their last attacking chance of the half. Caesar, they're going to run it. Galvin, then Naden flicked it on, look forward. Called by sideline official. You see a little wave of the hand by touch judge, the Z-man. Ziggy out on the far side. So Brisbane have possession. Piakura with it. 10-0 scoreline. Possession rate will show Tigers 56% of the ball, and so much of it the last 15. They're not finished yet, Brisbane. There's Broncos everywhere. Walsh is with it.
Oh, wow.
Here they go. try to finish the first half. We all salute that. We all salute absolute superb skills, support play,
Brilliant.
vision. Wonderful try.
Absolutely brilliant, and it's Adam Reynolds with 20 seconds left on the clock. Recognises that right edge, left edge from the Tigers caught infield, and the speed in which he has in his back line. And he goes out to Mariner, who then steps back on the inside, and who's lurking? Reece Walsh at full speed. He's been looking for moments in this first half. There's Mariner cutting on the inside, and he goes across the face there of Staggs, finds Walsh, who just cuts, weaves, and slices his way through the West Tigers in a devastating blow on the stroke of half-time. And Brisbane extend their lead 14-0 with a kick to come right on half-time.
And now for Walsh, at least one try in 5 of his last 6 games. What a way to finish the first half. A dazzling try. You talk about go-to-your trick shots.
Yeah.
Superbly executed, and that has absolutely silenced the Tigers fans at Campbelltown. It'll do us for the first half. Brisbane put an absolute exclamation mark on the first 40 minutes. The Broncos 16, the Tigers 0.
Galvin's been threatening. The Tigers, they need to get the crowd back involved here, and they need to do it quickly.
The last 10 minutes of the first half, the Tigers had 70% of possession and yet concede the points. That hurts. Second half underway. Aiden Caesar with a kick. And the Broncos chasing a third straight win. Willison on the run back. Tigers only used 2 of their bench players in the first half. No Latu Fainu yet or Alex Seyfarth. Tigers slow the first play down. Picker has been very good on return. Full strength and no Cobbo, no Mam tonight. There's a bit of depth about this Brisbane squad. Arthurs has been good in the centres. Tackled 30 metres out from their own line. Now Smoothie. What's doing there for the backup dummy half. 4 tackles Brisbane. Now Walsh and Hetherington. And that brings us to the last play. Poor old Benji Marshall. I mean, 10-0, he probably had it all ready to say. Right in it, boys, going well. But then that try for 16-0, heads would be down. There's a bit of mental work to do at half-time, I would think, Michael.
Yeah, and a brilliant one, wasn't it? A beautiful kick for Reynolds for Mariner, who found Walsh back inside, just too fast and athletic for the jamming West Tigers. But you're right, yeah, just what does he do in this second half? Because they've had all the possession and field position in that first half. You mentioned Fainu, Latu Fainu. Could be the point of difference that they need. Played plenty of footy alongside Lockie Galvin through their schoolboy days. And Aiden Souza had a tough first half, particularly his kicking game.
So Tigers with Olam hasn't really been a factor tonight. Half a dozen runs now. With just the one tackle bust. Now Twal not going anywhere quickly there across field. Last tackle, unimpressive set, 33 metres only from the Tigers, their first set of the second half. Caesar's kick and fielded by Corey Oates to come back. There was some interference on the chase.
Completely unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary.
Yep.
Stop there. It's foul play. You're doing it.
Unnecessary shove in the back of Brendan Perkura here on the kick chase. You can see here just coming through for Nuaboli, like just really ill discipline. Yeah, that's exactly right. And they just gift Brisbane an easy exit outside their half. And with the strike power in this Brisbane side, you just simply cannot have that sort of discipline on a night like tonight.
Just had some poor plays this weekend. Milne, Sevo, poor Alfino in the first half. And now that one to add to the collection from Bolle. Brisbane 35 away from the Tigers line. Smoothie looking to post tries either side of half-time. Walsh out. Oh, what a move. Staggs put one on. Alamalu there. Left him behind on his knees. Walsh with the ball. Then back for Willison. He's emerging as a terrific bench player. Real factor when he comes on. Tigers have got some defending to do here.
Yeah, stacked out to the left-hand side, Brisbane.
Last tackle, they're deep on the left. Here they go. Reynolds, he's not going to kick. He goes with a flat ball. That is a superb try. Jock Madden's got a double. Piakura's return has been every bit as good as Reynolds and Haas. He's had an outstanding game.
Yeah, he is an absolute blue chipper, this kid. Brendan Piakura, he's been buckled with a couple of injuries early in his career. The pass there from Smoothie out to Reynolds was an absolute pearler, but this left edge back rower, Brendan Piakura, he is an absolute weapon. He is so athletic. We saw the shot that he put on defensively in the first half on Jareem Buller. But watch his movement here on the pass just to get on the outside there of Caesar, had the arm free. He's been a star junior coming through the grades, and he's really starting to hit his straps now at the top level. And Brisbane, well, tries now either side of half-time that have really hurt the Tigers.
Yeah, there he is, Brendan Piakura with the offload. Every angle of the Harvey Norman replays there, the pass looked 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Helensvale Hornets Jr. Setting up that try.
That punished for some ill discipline, weren't they, the Tigers? Like you said, it was an ordinary set, their first one. If they think they're going to come here and outgrind Brisbane, they're certainly not going to do that. And on the back of that, a really poor, ill-disciplined play from Bolle, and Brisbane punished them.
And Reynolds adds another 2 to the tally. They go beyond 20. Lara on the sideline, Brisbane 22, Tigers 0.
Yeah, Kevin Walters will love that start to this second half. Actually needed to remind the Broncos that they were up at half-time, said that they were trying too hard, and everyone was a little bit getting on each other's nerves at certain points in that first half. So his message was to play it simple and to slow their minds. So he'll love that they've posted first points here. From Benji Marshall, we bitterly disappointed with that costly penalty that marched Broncos upfield for that try. He was concerned with fixing up end of sets and stopping attacking laterally, and wants to see them go through the middle.
Heading into tonight, the Broncos had scored 28 points or more in each of their past 4 games. They're now just a converted try away from that mark again. It's still and they are now long-suffering Campbelltown West Tigers fans. Do anything for a try at the moment, let alone the win. Haven't won a game here since 2020, the Tigers. It's now beyond 4 years. It was round 6 2020 against the Cowboys.
In a bit of trouble there, Willison. Payne Haas back tonight. We had a tremendous opening stint. Keep an eye on Willison.
Smoothie, Reynolds kicks from inside the 40. Buller, through the legs. Oh no! A knock-on ruled, a hand out at the legs, and the Tigers' night gets worse. Out of the fire into the frying pan.
Yeah, it was a Yorker from Reynolds. It dropped low on him, and yeah, he just couldn't hang on to it there.
And that was deliberate, the reversing of the saying too, by the way, because they've done the frying pan into the fire. Now they've gone back the other way. They're just it's a troubled time now. 22-0, 34 minutes to go.
Keep your eye on Walsh. He's sitting just behind Reynolds at the moment. Here they come to the left.
Reynolds and a cross with Piakura. Untouchable at the moment. He's 10 from the line. He's having a huge night. Brendan Piakura. Set restart Brisbane. Smoothie just rolls a pass out. Carrigan is with it. They all look around at the referee. And it is still on for Brisbane, left or right. Take your pick here. Smoothie, they will come right. Willison is a first receiver. Reynolds, little jink, kept them guessing. Walsh. Olam makes the tackle. That was a vital one. 10 from the line. He goes on with it there. Bit of milking, according to referee Atkins. Reynolds and Willison. It's only the third for Brisbane. The set the Tigers have to hang on. Smoothie, Reynolds again, then Carrigan straightens up in front of the Tigers posts. 2 more to hang on for the west side. Crowd out of the game at the moment. Reynolds to Piakura, that's a shot. Strong from Caesar there. With support, last tackle was Naden in the tackle as well. Reynolds, Hetherington, no, he's centimetres away from scoring. doesn't get too many either.
Yeah, asking plenty of questions, both sides of the ruck. A great tackle in that previous set from Justin Olam on the far side on Reece Walsh. Had to be made. There's the short ball from Reynolds. Did well to hang on to it. And Hetherington just losing possession there.
46-game try drought, you are reaching out, aren't you?
My
Only
word.
got 3 in his career.
My word.
That was close. 22-0. Tigers still a chance. Can't let it get any further than that.
Rossi, we saw them in the first set of the night. A beautiful little shift out to their right-hand side, and they've done none of it since. They're playing so conservative and just not troubling Brisbane's defensive line whatsoever.
It's a good point. It was the first set. We thought, how good.
Yeah.
Offload first set, shift to the right. Not a similar set since. Now the ball with Caesar. They will spread left. Galvin, Buller.
Here we go.
On we go with Justin Olam. A little slicker there from the Tigers. Last tackle, Galvin, kick from halfway. Bomb down Walsh's way. Reece Walsh with it. Still could be trouble from here. He's looking for a bit of open pasture. Legs up on the outside with Arthurs. Walsh with his speed, able to get way across field, some 30 metres.
Oh, he's in trouble here. West Tigers, Alex Twal, is it? No, back to his feet. He looked worse for wear. Struggled to get himself off the ground. And the trainer here.
Trainer saying no, doesn't need it for that. So referee says then we have to play on. It's not an HIA, so you can't just hold up play while you check if he's back on his feet. And there he is in the next tackle. Good call, referee Atkins. Can't have them just slow the play down. Hetherington with the ball for Brisbane. Ooh, it's twisted in that tackle. All legal, but it looked awkward on Hetherington. 5 short of halfway. Reynolds, a lot of this tonight. He keeps them guessing. Gee, it's been a good return from Adam Reynolds, the general. 30 minutes remaining in this one. Carrigan centre field for Brisbane. Walsh was hoping he pulled the trigger. He gets it a little late. Walsh with the ball. He is dancing. He had them guessing. Twal makes the tackle. He was taunting the defenders there, Reece Walsh. Last tackle, smoothie for Reynolds. Bomb coming nowhere near his highest. In fact, not a good one from Adam Reynolds. Went full of praise for him, but he got that all wrong.
Yeah, he did. It was great pressure too from the Tigers defenders out in the face of Reynolds. Just a little too long off the boot. And Carrigan's been tremendous. 15 carries, over 130 metres already.
And we've got Piakura at 102 from 11 carries tonight. The offload, the try assist, tackle busts as well. So Bateman with it for the Tigers. If offloads were to be their hope, then I think they've just got to pull the trigger now. They've got to take a bit of risk. Coruscant and tackled and lost it after the call of held. So it becomes an error from the Tigers. I was just going to say, if they've got something, you want to come back from 22-0. There has to be some risk involved. So the offload would be
I think Coruscant, if he challenges this, might win it. I'm not sure he was square there, Willison, and that's what he's complaining about, the New South Wales number 9. Driving tackle and took some wind out of him. No, they don't challenge.
No respect, is there? Coruscant slammed by Xavier Willison. Just 2 completed sets for the Tigers since half-time. And 6 added to the scoreline for Brisbane. Out in front of Walsh. Here is Stagg, supported his outside. Mariner a juggle, what a night he's having. And this time goes over the sideline. Sadly for Dean, there's been more bad than good.
Aiden, we on scrum, mate.
Yeah, it's a difference when you come south of the border for Brisbane. It's a completely different surface to Suncorp Stadium. And that time, on a night like tonight, particularly when you start to get into the second half, there's a bit of juice starts to get on the ground and you flirt with danger when you start to get close to the sideline. And he won't be happy with that, Kevin Walters. Turnover on play 1.
Well, even a juggle on receiving the ball. Nothing's come easy for him tonight, except one miraculous put down in the corner. He's a talent. Hasn't been his best night. Tigers in possession, 5 short of halfway. Well, they got up there. was looking for the referee. The referee was on the other side, so he was basically complaining to no one. Tigers 5 metres inside Brisbane's half. Played by Twal. Coruscant to Bateman. Bateman to Caesar. Crossfield, straighten up here, Papali'i. A lot of carries, but the offloads have dissipated. Ball with Bateman, goes back behind the markers, tries an offload, ball came up, play on, no, not play on, says referee Atkins.
What on the scrum?
Did he have control of it, John Bateman? Turning around and playing to anyone who wanted to listen. Scrum 30 metres away from the Broncos line. Tigers, after a reasonable start to the season, the Benji Marshall era, now 3 losses. Back-to-back against elite company, playing Penrith last week in Bathurst, Brisbane here tonight.
Things about to get a little tougher too for that man there, Benji Marshall, as you're about to watch Payne Haas come back onto the field for Brisbane. Just prowling the sidelines. Stags, powerful carry, up to the 40-metre line there off the scrum.
Yeah, boy, have they taken the crowd out of the game here. I mean, it was buzzing before the game, like it was party-like. They got in very late, and everyone had high hopes of the contest, but they have been silenced. They're waiting for something to happen from the home team. They haven't got a chance to bring them back at the moment. Carrigan with the ball for Brisbane. Carrigan, ball came loose, maybe rather than offload. Piakura for Arthurs. Got through Staines. Brisbane threaten again. Piakura, Madden with 2 tries. Haas on the run. Rock sideways in the tackle of Bateman, not easily done. Last tackle, Brisbane. Reynolds with runners. Inside, Walsh flashes through. Beat one. Beat, change direction. And scores a double, Reece Walsh.
Yeah, it's a try that we've seen that Tom Trbojevic has really made his own this play. And Reynolds this time on the last tackle, just slicing sideways. Watch this. And then Walsh just slides in underneath, gets through the tackle of Twal, beats Buller, all ends up. He is electrically quick. And the change of direction here, just too much for the West Tigers to be able to handle. The re-acceleration back under the post, gets his second for the night, Walsh. But again, the little general, he is putting on an absolute masterclass on return tonight, Reynolds. And he finds his fullback at full speed. And Walsh, just too hard to handle. At full flight, close to the line, running off his little halfback. That was beautiful.
Reece Walsh, superstar of the NRL. And you remind yourself, he's 21. And yet this is already his 66th game in the NRL. And he is getting better. And he's one of the reasons you watch the great game. Things happen around Reece Walsh. There can be mistakes. He turns huge plays every game.
Standing down at ground level, even the West Tigers ball boys have the Reece Walsh socks. They're all in Reece Walsh socks. All the West Tigers ball boys, they just love him. Even if you're not a Broncos supporter, he has just captivated the junior audience of our game. They all love him. There's his doubles. He's been electric, hasn't he, at times tonight?
But have you ever seen a player who can make mistakes like Reece Walsh? He just dusts himself off, doesn't faze him. He will keep going at you. He's had probably 3 poor plays tonight.
That's what makes him elite. Other players go into their shell, but at this level, you need those X factors. And you're right, he just flushed them. Haas now carrying off the kickoff.
So Brisbane 10 away from their own line, 23 and a half to go. They've hit that mark of 28 again. And there's bad news for the Tigers. Coruscant was limping off. Their night, can it get any worse? Coruscant put his hand up and limped over to the sideline, and off he went. And one of the main men goes at 28. Nearly will go straight up the tunnel, Appy Coruscant.
Yeah, that's a blow. He's been their best, hasn't he?
Oh dear. Haas with the ball. Reynolds, one for Lara to chase up as they get going again. Walsh to Mariner. He's got his hands on the ball this time. Walsh on the inside pass. They're going on. They're not going to get there. Atkins rules knock on. But they are... Anything could happen in the last 23 minutes. Coruscant in all sorts of trouble for the Tigers.
Yeah, there's a Bronco too. It's Jock Madden clutching at a shoulder. He was collected after. Oh, he's in big trouble, isn't he? Poor Jock Madden. Well, it's carnage here in Campbelltown at the moment. Here's the speed. They find Marrett. Boy, oh boy, he is so fast. Pass a little high. Walsh just had to check his run. And then just in the off the frame there, it was Madden that dived onto that loose ball there from Walsh, and he's landed awkwardly.
Big night, he scored a double. Well done, Alamalo, you've got to say.
Yeah.
The tackle on Walsh. I mean, it has saved a try at 28-0. We're chasing up any news on Appy Coruscant. Too early to get a diagnosis out of the Tigers.
He's holding a peck here.
Yeah, no ma'am tonight. Madden moves to 5'8", his 4th game for the year. So not all right for Kevy at the moment. The scoreline fantastic. He's concerned about his troops there. Tigers hang on that play. But the quest now is to find the points of I don't know where. Haven't scored a try from inside their half this year, so you know, that would be dazzling. Appy Coruscant, what is the story, Lara?
Only word out of the Tigers is he came from the field expressing tightness in his back. We will check back in with the doctor once he's been assessed.
Back.
Yeah, he looked to be limping, didn't he?
Very much so. He had the quad problem in warm-up there a few weeks ago, but was able to play the game. Utoi Kamanu for the Tigers. Latu Fainu comes on as dummy half for them. Let's see if he can have an impact. Buller on an inside ball. Little flipping tackle there. Atkins rules penalty. Buller's been on the end of some punishment tonight.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from the contest though, does he? Jerome Buller. He's an absolute beauty, and he's always willing to put his hand up with those tough carries and accelerate towards contact. Tigers now, geez, the home fans would love some points. Great opportunity here to find their first points of the night.
Still got Cowboys and Panthers to come tonight on Fox League. Caesar for Buller. And defend, yes, Michael right on cue. Offloads to Staines. Beats Walsh. Turns Hedrington inside out. And Brisbane somehow, the scramble of Smoothie, saves a try. Caesar goes long. Galvin with the ball. I'm assuming the Broncos were onside. Atkins may have been playing advantage. Now Bateman with it. Bateman dummies. Through the hole went safe up. He's still going Bateman. Tigers are 9 from the line. The fans, they find their voice at last. Fainu, Utoi Kamanu. And then driven.
Reece Walsh underneath. Utoi Kamanu.
Reece, there we go.
28-0 Brisbane.
And Reece just baiting the big front row, letting him know that the fullback, half his body weight has slotted him. Oh, he's in everything tonight, the little Brisbane fullback.
Not much you can do at 28-0 is there.
No, there's not a lot.
You've just got to let him get away with it. So Tigers will take the tap. Clemmer.
Madden from the field, Walters out there into the halves by the looks of things.
Yeah, it seems it's holding more, as you said, peck rather than shoulder. As Fainu to Seyfarth. To Brisbane. A goal line defence test for them here. They pass with flying colours in the first half. Fainu. Into Kamanu. Away from one. Can't pass in the tackle. Probably the last we've seen of Madden for the night. He is now reaching further back on the shoulder. Switch of play. And Galvin and Seyfarth for Caesar. Along for Bateman to show it to Buller. Then a risky offload. Ball comes the way of Caesar. So even though it was the bouncing offload, it created something for the Tigers, just keeping it alive. Fainu with the ball. There is Galvin. Delivers short. And Brisbane, like a Broncos wall there. Staggs and Reynolds on Olam. You don't often see Olam stopped in his tracks like that. Galvin with the ball. Kick ricocheted off the hip. Carrigan it might have been. Brisbane at the ball. Another set of the Tigers without points.
Yeah, gee, they've been good defending their line tonight, Brisbane. The stop from Katoni Staggs and Reynolds on Olam was an absolute beauty. But as possession climbs, they've had 61 tackles down in Brisbane's half tonight. 25 of those on their line attacking.
Now injury update on Jock Madden from Lara.
As you see him in the sheds being assessed by the doc now, we're told that it's concerns around his pec.
Jock Madden, as I said, having a great night, a couple of tries. His first in Broncos colours. Brisbane last tackle in this set. Getting away, having absorbed some pressure from the Tigers. Walsh kicked and then felt for his calf. Well, that was interesting. He kicked downfield and straight away felt for his left calf. We're watching everything here. There it is. The moment he kicked that ball, he must have felt some sort of pinch. Was staying.
Great to see Kevy Walters giving Pat Carrigan a spell too for the first time tonight. He's been huge for Brisbane. Haas has had limited minutes. They've been able to give him less time tonight on return. Carrigan, 17 carries, 156 metres and 25 tackles for no misses.
Game against the Broncos to come up next Friday. That's big. Oh, what a tackle. What a tackle. Mariner on Olam. And now
He makes contact with his head.
oh, well, OK. Well, then they'll have to check. Olam jumps straight back to his feet. It was solid contact, but if it's a headshot, well, then you're going to have to say there's force. Because Olam was, again, stopped dead in his tracks.
Yeah.
One for the bunker to do a quick review of. Well, maybe there wasn't head contact at all. Yeah. There it is, head on head. So now Galvin, Utoi Kamanu with the ball.
Yeah, they've been in this position a few times, haven't they?
I was just going to say, Taylor May on Reece Walsh was head on head as well. Now the ball for Galvin. Galvin goes back for Clemmer. Stands at 26 tackles inside the Broncos 20 tonight for the Tigers. Fainu and left with Caesar. Galvin calling for it, doesn't get it. They go the lead runner. Brisbane's defence again a little too good. Fainu to Fainu at the play the ball. The brothers. Oh, loses the ball. Brisbane play on. Walsh is away. The ball boys are up. The Tigers ball boys, that is. Walsh with the ball. 38 metres away from the Tigers line. What a player. And now that left leg is more of a problem. Kevy's holding his breath. The Tigers go long in defence as Arthurs offloads to Walters. The Tigers got defenders back there.
Walsh has gone to the ground. He's in deep pain.
Well, surely you have to park him in the garage now. Haas with the ball for Brisbane. You know, I saw the Tigers defenders, they were scrambling. They all went wide thinking, I'll just get back on side. Then the ball came that way. Haas on the run. They're not going to stop him. They're not going to stop him. It's just a big tractor. And he plows his way over the line. Payne Haas. It's almost not fair. Big, fast, mobile, elusive.
Yeah, don't worry about any shape. Just get the ball in Haas's hands. Walsh picked up the loose offload there, accelerated into the backfield, and the two fullbacks, the young stars combined, did a good job, Buller, just to do enough to bring him to the ground. And then just don't worry about anything else, fellas. I got this. And it's Haas just rampaging his way through some ordinary defence, some tired defence from the Tigers. Just brushes through, reaches out. Don't worry about separation. And he just quietens everything down. Just leave it with me. Payne Haas rumbling upfield, back into the game after 5 weeks out. Has not missed a beat tonight. Looks supremely fit, powerful, and picks up another try for the Broncos, and he just quietens it all down a little here.
Payne Haas. This has been quite a statement tonight. Now, I know against the Tigers have been disappointing, but Brisbane now 3 straight wins ahead of a big game against the Roosters. 32-0 on the board. Reynolds to try and make it 34. 34 it is. 34-0. One of the players we're seeing on show tonight, and his Brisbane side could be in Origin this year, experience the all-consuming power of Australia's greatest sporting rivalry The Ampol State of Origin Game 2 kicks off on Wednesday, June 26 at the MCG.
While staying out there, Andrew, so they're certainly not parking their Ferrari, still walking with a little limp. Hetherington back into the action, but Kevy Walters must have got some medical advice that maybe just in a little bit of, Walsh, a little bit of cramp or something that's not too serious, which is great news for them ahead of that big clash against the Roosters.
Girl holding the sign there in pink. Reece Walsh's biggest fan. She positioned herself well there in the camera shot. Oates to bring it back for Brisbane. Corey Oates with the ball for the record from Fox Sports Lab. The last time the Tigers held scoreless at Campbelltown. It's a game 9 years on. We're all still trying to forget. It was 8-0 against the Cowboys, one of the biggest bludgers of games in history. And the Tigers failed to score a point that night. 34-0. Let's get an update on Api Coruscant from Lara.
Yeah, from the West Tigers, who've just told us that he's a cork to his back. He won't return, and no huge surprise, Jock Madden will also not return to this game. Club's still saying it's a peck. The severity of it, we're not sure of just yet.
And that was the tackle where he had submitted. He was looking for the penalty, and Willison went on with it. Well, Walsh is down again. Kevy, what are you doing? Look after your man. Confusion. And Amalor and Buller looked at the ball. Walsh is down back in advance of the 10-metre line at the other end. He's looking to the bench. And that may be it. Not sure. So he's
vomiting.
He's 80 metres behind play.
He's crying out for some assistance from the trainers.
They're not looking. They're looking at where the play is. So poor old Reece can't get their attention. Mick, run down there. He used to play for the Broncos. Go and help him.
Poor bugger's just dying for some attention out there.
In the meantime, the Tigers with the ball 5 short of halfway, and not much has happened in the set. The team down 34-0. Caesar's going to kick. Walsh is going to have to work. No, he says, you get it, Corey, please. Corey Oates to bring it back for Brisbane. Finally, the trainer gets to Reece Walsh. That's an entire set that they weren't with him. And now Mariner. Not that has gone very much south.
There's been plenty happening, hasn't there, in the second half?
There has been. Go back to that try right on half-time. 10-0 Tigers, you know, it's not an overload of damage, but the try just on half-time, and there's been no change in momentum really since then. 18-0 second half, so 3 tries both halves. So far, Corey Jensen. Well, he lost it. It's like a front row giving another front row the ball there with a lap of Clemmer. Very friendly. Fainu for Caesar. Bateman. Tigers 40 away from the line. Tigers next week run into Canterbury at Accor Stadium. That's our 3 o'clock game next Super Saturday. Safe half. Fainu. Galvin. Flat ball to Olam. And that's all it was. Flat. Centre field with Galvin. Clemmer.
Yeah, this sort of win will rocket Brisbane from 7th position right up into the top 4. 34 points to 0 so far.
Caesar, Galvin, little chance, he'll take him on, and offload, take it on the toe, play on and try. Staines in the corner, pulled the hands back. Galvin shows us his talents again. The Tigers, it has taken 70 minutes, but they've got to try.
Yeah, he's just always at you, Lockie Galvin. It's hard to believe that he's only in his first couple of games of NRL, and this time he's been down the left-hand side all night. He comes across to the right, ball in 2 hands, showing, taking the line on, gets in between Arthurs and Walters, gets the arm around the corner. That was nice work. Staines did well to keep the ball alive off the shin, and with the sheer speed that he possesses, great desperation from Corey Oates. But he does enough to find their first of the night, Charlie Staines.
Staines has his first try for the year, and only his 4th as a Tiger. As we've highlighted, he did get 4 on debut for Penrith back in 2020. It's taken a while to get 4 for the Tigers. They're on the board, 34-4. And Caesar takes over from Coruscant, his first choice kicker. Aidan Caesar will hook on that. 34-4 it is, but they're off their duck. Galvin, one of the bright points of the season for the Tigers, plays a strong hand in it. And the good news tonight for Penrith, Nathan Cleary is back. Penrith against the Cowboys coming up on Fox League on this Saturday night. Just saw Alfie there with Reece Walsh. Alfie says he's fine, or is Alfie putting his thumbs up to say, I'm fine if you need me, Kevin? I'll go to one. I'll back myself. Is that a few issues? Because the leg, it wasn't cramp, was it? It was something back of the leg, high up in the calf. Then he was physically ill, and yet he stays out there. In a game they're leading by 30.
And Reynolds doesn't look 100% comfortable either out there tonight. He's got plenty of strapping on that right knee, which we know is going to be a concern for most of the year. But he's looked a little worse for wear at times tonight. As good as he's been, I mean, he's been brilliant, Reynolds, on one leg at times.
Now Galvin to Caesar, and on for Buller, to unload for Naden. Almost away, tried to offload, lost the ball. Brisbane do the same.
Scrum, Bronx.
There we go. But at least it's a shift, and they're having a crack the Tigers. So Naden threatened there.
It's when they've looked their best, the Tigers, when they've been able to move the ball a little inside their own half. It's unfortunate that they're obviously chasing the way they are. Naden just needed to get down and play the footy. They'd earned the momentum upfield. They've got some cheap meters outside their half, but a turnover now just invites Brisbane back into the Tigers' half.
So now Reynolds to Walsh, who passes all. That got a bit untidy. It just bounced off the hip of Ricky straight back to Reece Walsh. 7.5 to go. The game is in a bit of a trough here. Certainly the Brisbane attack has for the moment. When it's all on song, you bring Cobbo back, you bring Mann back, Walsh in the form, Reynolds running the show, Piakura on an edge, Payne Haas in menacing form right in the centre. Brisbane look every bit a team capable of it, repeating their efforts of finishing in the last two last year, the final two last year. Certainly a top four side in this competition.
Very healthy roster. When they're fully fit, they are extremely fast, athletic, powerful. They've got great youth and experience in their side. The experience of last year's grand final will be enormous for them when the back end of the season rolls around. And tonight, just 4 points conceded is highly impressive.
Naden again was causing a problem for the Broncos defence. Now, safe half. Clemmer, not much shape about the Tigers' attack there. Clemmer has outpointed Utoi Kamanu tonight in terms of metres, his front row partner. Now across with Caesar. Galvin's got another chance. This time, cutted ball. Alabama looking for a first try. Offloaded. Play on Tigers. One tackle to go. Well done, the man in his first game. Galvin, double, triple juggle, if not quadruple juggle. And play on, out to Bateman, hasn't got a kick in him, back and comes for Clemmer.
He does.
Really, does he? Breaking news, then Galvin passes back, unusual play. Buller, still the last tackle. It started 3 minutes ago. Now Naden with the ball, he's got a kick. Beauty, and it bounces up for Staines. It's a try, it's a set play. I'm sure it's a set play. It started yesterday, it finishes tomorrow, and the Tigers have their second.
Oh, that was brilliant. Walsh, he's in all sorts of trouble. He's in deep cramp, struggling to get to his feet with the trainer. The ball just kept alive. They were going in circles at times, and somehow the ball gets out to Naden on the outside and inside there of Walters, and then he just chips it into no man's land. It just bounced back perfectly. And Staines couldn't believe his luck. Oh, that was good. And all of a sudden, a bit of joy for the West Tigers fans, but more concern for Brisbane as we see Reynolds and Walsh down on the ground in back play with both Brisbane trainers. So some concern for some key men for Brisbane.
I think on that play, Naden was the 8th choice kicker. would that be a fair estimation?
Did you not see the highlights on Fletcher and Hindy last week of David Clemmer's kicking game during his career?
Oh boy! They've given the fans something to remember. Quite a try, that one. It was going nowhere on more than one occasion. They were going backwards, like if they've lost 25 metres on the play. Gee, this is some serious cramp for Reece Walsh. You'll need a pickle juice transfusion. The way he's going. Caesar converts through into double figures. 34 to 10. Still, Kevy says, Reece, you've got to stay out there.
Buller just continuing to keep himself alive. Nice work back. Great kick from Naden.
Well, Reece Walsh can't walk here.
No,
he can't put one leg in front of the other. This time he will have to come off.
Yeah, and Reynolds is not much better. Adam Reynolds is also not much better.
Walsh, I've never seen a bloke cramped up so badly. He almost needs the medicap. He can barely walk to get off the ground. So Walsh is gone. Xavier Willison has run on at fullback. The big fella's run on at fullback. Xavier Willison, back he goes. They've found a new number one. He does the job. He's run from the bench to field that kick. Well done, Xavier.
Gee, on the far side of the field, the debutant Olomalo was hit heavy by Katoni Staggs, who just accelerated towards some brutal contact. And Walsh, he can't move.
That's what I'm saying. He needs the medicab to get him even to the Broncos bench. He's got that many issues at the moment, but the cramp is...
Looks like a bloke walking through a patch of bindies. He just, when he was coming off the field, he couldn't get either feet on the ground.
Now Reynolds on the right side, Staggs, Fenn knocked himself off his own feet and then puts a kick in. It's entertaining play again. Buller with it, 3.5 to go. Panthers, Cowboys coming up here on Fox League. Pass on the bounce. Staines has suddenly had a return on the try-scoring front.
Far out, Adam Reynolds, he's gone back to the ground. He can't even stand up on the far side of the field. What's happened to Brisbane?
Well, seriously.
You don't normally see this, like maybe on what your 30 and 40 degree days.
He's got a wooden leg, Adam Reynolds, out on right wing. He's not going to be able to stop this play. Olam coming out.
Oh, yes, he can!
Out away to Willison. Adam Reynolds. Douglas Bader.
That's the greatest intercept of all time.
What a piece of play from Adam Reynolds. He's back down on the ground getting treated for a cramp. You have witnessed a miracle, folks, here on Fox League. Adam Reynolds, the greatest intercept of all time. Better than McCarthy's 67 grand final. Incredible play. Now we've got to hold up.
Yeah, this is for the tackle from Katoni Staggs where, look in the Brisbane crowd, they just rise here in Campbelltown.
Poor old Adam's going to go off a cramp on the far side of the ground. Report. Someone called an Uber for him.
Yeah, Katoni Staggs gone on report. We will bring you that replay, but it was heavy contact on the far side of the field. Surely they're not going to make Reynolds go the long walk.
Give me a break. I've got a camping chair in the back of my car, Michael. Give me a minute. I'll duck out and get it, and you can watch the rest of the game from over there.
Look at this reception. We're in Campbelltown.
And the trailer leaves him. He's got to get around with a wooden leg. So now Haas with it. And then Walters. There is a football game still going on. Brisbane turn it over. 2.5 to go. This has been a zany last 10, 15 minutes of play.
Yeah, hasn't it ever?
Not a word I've used before in a league game, but it's the best I can come up with now. Buller's with it. 34 to 10. 2.5 to go. Clemmer, I sort of wish the game was close now because there's all this drama happening. So Jesse Arthurs has now gone to fullback for Brisbane with Walsh off. Not even sure they're playing with 13. Ball with Caesar. There is Utoi Kamanu. Offload for Safar. Buller's got a chance. Doesn't find Olam. Olam with the ball for the Tigers.
You're right, I think they are playing with 12, Fossey.
So playing with 12 men. 4 on the bench, and Reynolds still walking around the ground. Ball with Bateman. Dragged over the sideline by Ricky. That is a big victory.
Yeah, tell us like that. Jordan Ricky just ragdolling Johnny Bateman. You don't see that often. Here's Reynolds. Watch this for an intercept. Look at this. That's brilliant. Oh.
They are playing with 12 men. Reynolds.
He sees the funny side. He's just seen the replay on the big screen. That was good stuff.
Incredible play. So,
Broncos fans have all piled down to the race. They've all come down as Adam Reynolds comes around in front of the grandstand. He's getting a standing ovation from the Brisbane fans. He's had an absolute night out, Adam Reynolds. He was brilliant.
Follow pass, another pass on the deck. Bateman went up, took an air swing. Ricky ends up with it. More of the wild play happening. Bateman had a chance to run 55 metres and missed it completely. Ball with Walters, Jink, he's gone into the halves. They play with 12 Brisbane, but in the luxury position to do that with a 24-point lead with 30 seconds to go. Panthers and Cowboys, there'll be a preview leading up to kick-off from the studio, but a big night here on Fox League. And definitely a statement made by Brisbane tonight. Haas with it. Gee, that's a big game next Friday night. Broncos and Roosters. Smoothie on the scoop, tries a kick, off the legs, now double kick. So that's 3 in a row. Ball then bounces up, finally scooped up. Staggs is with the ball. He'll take them on. Katoni Staggs, 4th kick of the play. Bateman may have knocked him down. Play on the call. And that'll be it. Crazy last 20 minutes of the match. It was 34-0 at one stage. The Tigers scored the last 2 tries of the match. Brisbane cramping up but win comfortably.
Thanks, mate.
Full time, Broncos 34, Tigers 10.